when I have good guests like you. Bam, we're live. Darian Weeks, where is Justin Nunley? Oh, we already have an error.
There we go. We're back.
Darian, I'm going to change your what's your Instagram? I'm going to change. Is it at Darian Weeks?
It's at 19 Darian 93.
At Darian
or 19 first and then Darian.
Sorry.
You're right.
At 19 Darian. That's it. 93.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some like football number shit, right?
Okay.
Never understand that stuff because I didn't play any sports. What was I doing? I was playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, you look like a sports player.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I see your workouts on your Instagram. They think you play sports.
You're a good dude. I'm late to the game. Let's how was it? You fought Ian Gary, the what people are calling the future of the sport. While we wait for Justin, let's talk about what happened. It went the distance. It's really kind of a not really kind of, it's a huge fight.
Yeah.
Have you thought about it? Are you settled about it? How are you emotionally?
I'm very unsettled about it, but mostly on my part. There's a lot of stones I left unturned in that fight. I didn't do everything I wanted to do, and I don't know if that was quite because of, how he was reacting, or even if it was, just the type of energy in the arena. I just, I mean, as you see in the fight, I mean, he did not, to me, look like the future, That's the number one thing.
You both look good, man. You both look like good fighters. But I think the reason why he didn't look like the future is because you did so well.
Yeah. And I definitely was too hesitant on my attacks. Should have like you seen, I mean, he did not want to get hit by me, and I should have realized that earlier into the fight and actually done something about it. But it is unsettling. I got a few more fights on my contract. We're gonna get some big wins, and we're gonna try to get that one back. We're gonna try to go back to that one in the later career to come.
Justin, Darian, Justin, I'm so happy to introduce you guys.
What's up, Darren? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I've been watching your Instagram videos all week, so I mean,
bro,
you're a super funny guy. I love the things that you do with the stuff.
Thank you.
You're getting brushed up. On your Justin.
I am. I definitely am.
Justin, first I'm gonna play this one here real quick. Here we.
I got beer and I got beef. What else do you need?
A beer stick.
I'm pretty good. Drinking
beer.
Are you sponsored by Beer Stick?
I am. Yes, sir.
God, you're a legend.
How much did that hold? Was that just 12 ounces right there?
No, you can put a full 2 beers in it. You can pound 2 beers in less than 2 seconds with that thing. It is crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, you could kill someone with that. You put the wrong thing in there.
Absolutely.
No joke. I want to give a warning to anyone. Don't get stupid and put fucking vodka in that shit.
Yeah, don't
vodka
do that.
Tube and just take it to the head. There are those guys who you've seen those Patron chuggers who chug a whole little square bottle of Patron in 15 seconds. That would
the most impressive thing I've ever seen anybody chug. There was this guy, and he had this really epic mustache. It's probably about 5 years ago, and he opened up a handle of Jack Daniels and put a straw in it and left the straw out for the air to get in and killed it. Absolutely murdered it.
Wow.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how you would feel after that.
I would hope he went and threw up, honestly.
Hey, how much is that you're chugging right there? Is that 8 ounces?
Yeah, that was 12.
12.
Yeah, 8 ounces. I'm not a pussy. Come on, man.
Oh, sorry. I forgot who I'm talking.
At least he can at least get a whole beer down.
When I went over here to pull up Darian's Sherdog, I saw this, and I am so embarrassed I didn't know this. So I want to make sure there's a couple things I want to promote here right off the bat. Kayla Harrison is fighting tonight.
Oh, really?
I mean, if that's right, that's your sure dog.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
And she might be the greatest living female fighter in the history of the world. We're about to find out. But man, the fucking hype train is behind her. That's for sure.
I mean, she is a savage combat performer. I mean, her judo, being in the, I mean, I saw a couple of her Olympic matches in judo. I mean, she is a stout girl.
Yeah, even at 155, she's lean and mean.
I mean, I feel like she could beat most men in America, you know?
Oh yeah, every man at Disneyland. Every man at Disneyland in one fight. Anyway, so I wanted to say that. I want to say also a listener of the show, Dylan Vowell, will be fighting tonight on Combat Cast. He's been a great listener. It's his second fight and second amateur fight, and I'm super stoked to support him. I'm gonna make sure I watch his fight.
Yeah,
Let's start the show with something really strong here.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't lead with me getting jawed up by Sam Alvey.
Oh wait, that would have been good too.
I was like, he's definitely leading in with that.
Well, let me tell you something. Normally, there's someone who runs the back end, and I would just be sitting here running my mouth. But
Right.
the three guys that I had normally have running the back end all have day jobs, and when I shifted it on them,
Oh yeah.
the fucking whole show came.
It's all your fault.
No, it's your fault.
It is my fault. It's both of our fault.
It's definitely, yeah. These are the fault guys right here. Yeah. Sorry.
But this is for you, Darian, and this is really important. I don't know if you guys know Elliot Hulse. He's been on the show before. He's one of the first guys in the world to get 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and then as soon as he got to 1 million, he just abandoned his platform. That was his Sevan likes guys running his back end. All right, pipe the fuck down.
Is it true?
No. Well, we'll talk. So this is Elliot speaking on and he's a sportsman and a trainer and I found this I've always wondered about this. I'm curious what Darian thinks and what the common practice is in the gym regarding let's let Elliot talk here.
There may be amazing benefits to having sex without blowing your load. So check this out. It's from the book of Taoist wisdom. If a man has intercourse once without spilling his seed, his vital essence is strengthened. If he does it twice, his vision and hearing is improved. If 3 times, all physical illness will begin to disappear. The 4th time, he'll begin to feel inner peace. The 5th time, his blood will begin to circulate more powerfully. The 6th time, his genitals will gain new powers. The 7th time, his thighs and buttocks will get firmer. The 8th time, his entire body will radiate good health. And for the 9th time of having sex without blowing your load, he'll increase his lifespan. This is either total BS or mind-blowing. But you let me know how all that stroking without blowing is going for you, bro.
Hey, and here's the thing. Elliot Hulse don't fuck around. Like he's no Justin Nunley. He's not cracking a fucking joke.
Yeah. He's being serious about this.
I think this is an important time to let everybody know that if it's hard for 4 hours or longer, you need to seek medical attention.
Thank you. The doctor has spoken.
I will
Now from the professional athlete, is there what is the protocol on letting one fly before a fight?
What's crazy is what he's saying is so there is that thing where they're like, you shouldn't have sex however long before a fight. I usually do it 3 weeks, no sex before a fight.
And by no sex, you mean no ejaculation?
Yeah, no ejaculation. But yeah, that's crazy because I do actually have sex with my wife without blowing my load.
During that 3 weeks?
During that 3 weeks, I do that.
That's like some Russian shit. I heard like the Russians do that shit too. They don't do it with women. They do it with farm animals, but it's to elevate. It's to, and then they stop and it's to elevate their testosterone levels.
And I feel like, and maybe it's just a mental thing, but I feel like to an extent it does work. I mean, that could just be built up frustration that I'm using as maybe a high testosterone. But I mean, I have done it. I put it into my game probably like 2 years ago. because I mean, whenever you go out with sex for 3 weeks, I mean, you really want to have sex. I mean, you know, so I started saying, you know what, maybe I'll just have the sex without the ending. I mean, to be honest, women do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
My wife does. My wife does, dog. It's a race to the finish. I win that shit every time.
Justin, if he's going to be doing the punchlines, he's throwing up alley oops. If you're not going to say the punchlines, Justin, Darian's just going to just throw it out there.
But I mean, so I don't know. I mean, of course, it's not scientifically proven. But I mean, it hasn't gone wrong for me yet. I mean, I've felt great in every camp that I've done leading up to the fight. When I do it like that, I mean, this is crazy that I've never heard anyone else say anything about actually having sex and then not ejaculating. I've just done it off of the whim just because I was like, well, shit.
Rousey used to talk about it all the time.
Who?
Rousey, she used to talk about it. She used to talk about getting deep down right before a fight, before she'd go out.
Oh,
which would be different for women, I guess.
Ronda Rousey would talk about taking the cock right before she went out?
I'm pretty sure it was Rousey.
And that's great because I never understood. Does that work backwards for women then? Does it increase estrogen to have sex before?
Hell if I know.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've heard a lot of women in competition. Yeah, they choose to have sex, but like, you know, I didn't never know about the day of, but definitely.
So you really be edging like 3 weeks before a fight?
I mean,
dude, I love edging. Like, it's so satisfying for me. Like, when I'm cutting my grass, when I get right to the end and I start edging that sidewalk, bro, there is nothing like it. It's so satisfying.
Hey, have you heard about this thing that Mormons do called soaking?
Huh? Yes, I have heard that. Yeah,
I have not. What is that?
So soaking is, I guess, basically they're not allowed to have sex before they're married, and so and sex is the thrusting part of it. So as long they can just put their penis in there and just sit, and they're good with God. The whole God's cool with them, and that's called soaking.
Okay, well that's a new thing that I've not heard. I mean, I guess that works. I would figure sex would be the entering of the woman altogether.
Hell, that's what I always thought.
I would too.
However you get around it, I mean, it works for you. I mean, I don't really think that pertains anymore, you know, sex before marriage thing, but that's just my outlook on it. I mean, society has evolved so much that, I mean, I'm really not thinking that that's a broad aspect on God's spectrum where it's like, oh, you had sex and you weren't married. Oh, well,
you're out.
You're bad. So, I mean,
all right, you were perfect in every way. Those orphans you saved from the burning building, amazing job, but you fucked at 17. Get the fuck downstairs.
I don't see that being a big thing. And I mean, even I'm a avid Bible reader, and I mean, even in the Bible, there's a couple of men who are right with God who had sex before marriage multiple times. So
Abraham conceived a child with his maid, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know, and you know, King David, when he made David king, he had sex with multiple women. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just. I think.
Are there any threesomes in the Bible?
Is there any what?
Threesomes in the Bible? When you say multiple women, you mean separately?
I think separately. Yeah, I don't think they were engaged all at one time. I think.
No. I tell you what, if you want a wild Bible first, look up Ephesians 23:20.
What was it? Ephesians?
Ephesians 23:20.
Okay.
Go ahead and pull that one up. Let's have a Bible moment.
Okay, let's have a Bible moment.
Let's read from the Word of God.
Spell Ephesians for me.
EPH Ephesians.
Okay. All right. I'm good. It came out. Are you making fun of me?
No, I just said EPH Ephesians.
Oh, yeah, but it came up Ezekiel 23:20.
Yes, Ezekiel 23:20. Get it?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
I think you got to do the old King James version though, or it don't hit near as hard.
Okay.
Pun intended with hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
After you read the verse.
Let's see. And there she left it. Sorry, Ezekiel 23:20.
You got to get the pastor voice. Are you ready for this? Come on, man.
There you go.
Do you want to do it?
Let's go.
No.
There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emissions was that of horses.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, can't turn her into a housewife.
I mean,
that's what Ludacris talking about. I wanted a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed.
And I'm telling you. immersions like horses. I mean, that is a savage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the UFC 274 prediction show with Darian Weeks and Justin Nunley.
Oh my goodness, that is
professional fighter, the professional comic, and a guy who's trying to get YouTube followers using them. That's me.
There you go.
Wow.
We're glad to be used.
Hey, this is one of those tabs, Justin. I'm going to move over to the left and save. Like I'm going to, you know what I mean? You know when there's something like you saw that's good and you don't want to close the tab?
Let's go.
Incredible.
That is I haven't seen yet, so that is hilarious to see.
But like seriously, like who's coming like a horse?
Literally.
Like I don't know if y'all have ever saw anybody jack a horse off in one of them videos, right? Because I mean that's a job. People have to.
Yes, I've seen it.
They've got those little sleeves you put over the wiener. Right?
Yeah. And then there's like a little spillage when she like grabs it away.
Literally.
It's a lot of cum.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cum.
It could fill up that.
That's Darian after 3 weeks of edging right there before a fight.
Hey, what's that stuff spilling on the? It's round 3 and there's some stuff spilling out of his shorts. What's that? He's just pent up. He's pent up.
He's edged too long to edge. No. Yeah.
I want to show you. This is the face-off from earlier today. And Darian, I want to know what you think about this. What do you see when you see Carla's body language here? I always trip on this. Check out. Can you see this? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. This, you guys, just so you know, this is UFC 274. This is the fight tomorrow night. This is the for the championship fight. Rose is one of the most dominant champions in the history of the UFC. Everyone loves her, fan favorite. And if she beats Carla, she will have beat every champion in the straw weight class, which is fascinating to me. But these two have met before, and Carla beat her.
Yeah, she did. And I saw that fight, and it was a beautiful performance. I mean, Carla's just a great wrestler. Rose Namajunas is more of a striker anyway. Carla's ground game is phenomenal. So, I mean, I feel like she'll look to do the same thing, but we'll see. I mean, like you said, Rose is a champion, and she's dominated almost, I mean, every woman in this division so far. So,
and she's special, like Tony Ferguson is special, like Dominic Cruz is special. She's something special about this one, right?
Yeah, literally. And I mean, you could just see it by the way she's ill-phased. My favorite one was her against Joanna Jacek. She was ill-phased by her, putting her hands in her face. And I mean, Joanna Jacek was being a
belligerent bully.
I mean, yeah, a complete show horse. And she literally, I mean, was as calm as water. I mean, she didn't even move a muscle. And I mean, it showed when she went in there the first fight, and I mean, just dominated her. And I think it was in like 35 seconds, 40 seconds or something. It was something crazy, and it's she has amazing composure. And I mean, that's something that you don't see a lot in the UFC. I mean, not people have the type of composure at this level of fighting that she has. I mean, it's outrageous.
Especially when they go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
Why is this guy in the middle looking so hard? And somebody should let him know. Somebody should let him know. Take shit out of your pockets before you're on TV wearing some damn skinny jeans.
What the fuck is he doing? Good eye, Justin. I'm just looking at Carla's stomach.
Look, he's ready to fuck somebody up.
He is.
He's been edging for 3 weeks. That's that face you get.
That's the edging.
That's the face.
There on everything. And yeah, they get so tough when they about to. I mean, I would understand it if it was two, grown ass men about to face off. But I mean, he's a foot taller than both of these women. So I mean,
he looks like he's ready to go Chris Brown.
Literally, yes.
He's ready, bro.
Yes.
Find me an elevator stat.
And look at the poor camera guys. That's where I come from. That's where just all the betas hang out. That's me 15 years ago. Oh man.
The guy with the headband, he's got the black headband on. I like that. I mean, it's and it's really strange actually to be up there and to realize how many camera people, when you're doing stuff like weigh-ins and even coming out to the fight and being in the ring, it's crazy to see how many of those camera people are actually there. There's probably like eight people around you at all times when you're doing this, and it's freaking insane. I was mind blown to see there's even like two people just holding the cord, you know, like there's not,
yeah. The union jobs.
there's not even holding the camera. So it was insane. I wonder what they paid, you know.
Hey, top tier comment right there, resting edge face.
It's great, isn't it?
Good.
Okay. Let's not make fun of the rich executive at UFC who's stepping in for Dana White. Let's hit play and let's check out Carla's body language here, since we've already eviscerated the poor guy who's doing the face off. Here we go. You have any problems with that, Darian?
The first problem I would see, like, I mean, look how much space is in between them. I mean, I understand maybe it's just a respect thing, but you are going into a fight. Me personally, I like to get as close as I can to the person that I'm fighting. You know what I mean? I want them to know, like, I'm stepping into their space. You know, I'm stepping into their comfort zone.
Who has the worst breath of anybody you've ever faced off against?
Ooh, the worst breath.
Somebody got halitosis over there. I know they do.
Don't say your wife. Don't say your wife.
To be honest, I've probably had some hot breath a couple of times, you know what I mean, in there. But I mean, I guess I never even really thought about it. There are some guys that I have stepped up close to that are like, must be sweating profusely, that smell like straight, like they've worked out 4 days with no shower. Like that's probably more of the smell I get than their breath. Like just that fear coming off of them, that their pits are sweating, you know, that just aroma that just stenches off of you when you're, you know, nervous, sweating.
If I was doing a face-off, dude, I'd eat the nastiest shit I could. I'd make it uncomfortable for you.
Dude, I'm telling you. And I actually make it uncomfortable for people during fight day. Is sometimes I won't shower in between that day I cut weight and then coming into the fight. I want, you know, if you try to take me down, I want your face to smell my nutsack.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
You haven't trimmed your pubes in 2 years. It's just a batch of odor capture. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, back when I played football, right, and you had to do bull in the ring. I'm sure everybody knows what bull in the ring is.
I don't. What is that? What is that?
It's where everybody circles up, right? And you've got one person in the middle, and the coach calls the number, and whoever's number it calls, you better keep your head on a swivel because you're fixing to get hit. Right?
Yeah.
It's been banned now, but I guess too many concussions and CTE. But the guy, you do that during 2 days, and he would always do it at the end of the last practice of the day. And I'm telling you, it smelled straight ass. It was bad. Oh,
I know. And football aroma already. I mean, I know Sevan doesn't know this, but you know what I mean?
I'm glad I don't know the smell of ass. Okay, I'll take it.
But yeah, no. But I mean, and just knowing how uncomfortable smells make you, you know, when you first have a whiff of somebody who is fucking reeking, like you're like, I mean, it catches you off guard. You're like, oh shit, what is that? So that's what I do it for. I mean, if you can get the mind out of the game, you can win, you know, 9 times out of 10. So I
have a weak stomach. I can't do smells. The first time I ever went viral was with a video of me changing my kid's diaper, wearing a gas mask. Right? Wow. And that was like 7 or 8 years ago. Okay. I can't do smells. If you came in the ring with me and we was tussling around a little bit, and you know, not in a sexual way, but we was tussling around a little bit, like I'd tap out. I couldn't do it. I'd throw up.
Telling you, you know, and that's yeah, that's usually I don't know how you would ever change a diaper. I don't do smells either, but baby shit is just a whole different level. Like that's the color.
I could do all that. Vomit's my thing. Really? Vomit's the only thing that freaks me out. Like if someone vomits next to me, I'm reckon I'm gonna vomit too.
Man, I mean, shit is so much worse than vomit to me. I mean,
man, it's got different smell, dog.
I mean, baby shit is like the most potent thing on earth.
You're not wrong. The green with the seeds in it.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck they get seeds? They ain't even eat nothing. It's just milk, man. Why they got seeds?
You know what Darian's breath smells like after he hasn't fucking blown a load in 3 weeks?
You rewind the clip about 5 seconds and you'll see. I've always said, listen, when you're in the gym and you're doing, you know, the shoulder shrugs, right, with the weights, look at every dude doing shoulder shrugs. That is their O face. I'm telling you, that's the face they make when they come. Because every time you go up, you're like,
Either that or deadlifts. Deadlifts is what they do when they're trying to hold it back, but it's coming. You know what I mean? You get the lip curl and the
got that bottom lip.
That's when you should think about vomit and baby poop.
All up in the sugar walls. Just
the neck vein comes out. I got it.
Should I say sorry or should I fight this one through? I just, she's so closed right here. This is just so unnatural. I'm just,
Really?
I'm not scared of her at all.
Yeah.
And
even the way her face, I feel like, you know, she's not even in the present moment, which is, I mean, the number one thing when you're facing off with somebody, the number one thing is to be in that's the best moment right before the fight, to be face to face with the opponent that you fight. So like I said, I would have closed the gap a little more. You're right. She does seem closed off. Her hands even like are into herself, you know.
Yeah.
You can tell she doesn't want to reach out. And I mean, I guess maybe we'd have to compare it to how she faces off with other opponents that she's beaten before. Maybe she's faced off like that before where she's won the fight, but
right. Well, I'm sure she has, right? She's probably won a lot of fights.
Yeah. But I do think she's definitely feeling the moment. I mean, it's someone that you have to fight again that you've already beat. The champion now, you know, the moment is so much bigger. And you have everything to lose, you know what I'm saying? Everything to gain, but everything to lose at the same time because you already beat this person. So people are thinking, oh, she should win again. And if you don't, you feel like, wow, well, I'm crap because, you know, I've already beat that person. Now they beat me.
Well, it's the end of her kind of if she loses this fight. It seems like that's like that for a lot of people. Right? I mean, basically, Carla Esparza has to win this. It's been 8 years since their last match. It's been 8 years since she's been the champion. She loses this, and it's like,
yeah. And I mean, it's just, and if she loses this, I mean, she's not going to get a next time to be in the same position. I mean, and so that's a heavy burden on itself. I think that she's done either way. I think even if she wins this, she's going to leave the game and, you know, retire as champion. I don't think she even has a kid yet. I think she was talking about she's ready to have kids. And I mean, I think she's 36, 37 years old. So, I mean, either way, I mean, I guess it's, you know, like this is all, I'm putting it all out there. So, I mean, maybe she's
right. Last hurrah. Get that pay-per-view money.
Yeah. So, I mean,
what do you think? Who wins that fight? You got a prediction?
Man, I mean, just Rose Namajunas has been so incredible these last few years. I mean, so incredible. I will say, I think it was Jessica Andrade that she fought, the real Brazilian.
Picked her up and dropped her on her head.
I mean, if Carla can wrestle like that, you know what I mean? If she can really, you know, and I mean, Jessica Andrade is a different animal. I mean, she's 5 foot nothing, maybe 4'11", and she's just built like a freaking pit bull, like a pit bull. I mean, so, I mean, if Carla can put the aggression on her like that with the wrestling, I really don't see her beating her in any kind of striking. I mean, Rose Namajunas is, I mean, Joanna Jacek is the best striker in the world. I mean, she used to do even kickboxing, striking and everything. And I mean, Rose Namajunas tore her a new one. So I really think she wins it on the ground. If it goes to the ground, if they stand up, she's getting knocked out.
Why, Dallas? Why?
Hey, that belt's changing hands. I'm telling you, the belt's changing hands.
Oh, you're crazy, Justin.
No, I'm not. Watch. Heard it here first.
You're crazy.
Why do you're that confident in Carla, huh?
I think Darian wants Carla to win too. I hear it in his voice. He just can't bet. He can't just bet against Rose.
I mean, it's just been, she's had so much success against so many dangerous opponents that I don't know. You know, I don't know. I mean,
what do you see, Justin? I think Rose is gonna I think Rose is super dangerous on the ground too. I think she's dangerous everywhere. She's a fucking snake. The way she fucking just slithers around and shit. She can be everywhere.
No, man, it's I'm telling you,
All right.
watch it.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. Are you guys gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. I have some concerns here. I don't want to tell you what my concerns are. I want to see if you guys see the same thing or something different than me. This is the face-off. I think it's from earlier today with Justin Gaethje going to get up against the champ Charles Oliveira.
The scrab of his pants and start pulling them up and everything. Are you talking about that or?
We'll see. We'll see. I'll give you. You can go ahead and go first. Let's go ahead and hit play on this and.
The turnaway, I can see the turnaway was quick. He looked at him, and then he was the first to shift his vision and turn away. That brings me to a thing that Mike Tyson used to say all the time. Mike Tyson. They looked away. He knew. He said I'd stare them down, and as soon as they turned away and didn't want to look at me anymore, that uncomfortability of staring into something that you have to overcome. He knew.
It's batshit crazy to say Justin Gaethje is. He might be scared, but it's batshit crazy to think that he's scared, meaning he's not going to come in there and just fucking wreak havoc, right?
Oh yeah, that's a given. Scared or not scared.
Look at his face right there.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he's a banger. Justin Gaethje is one of my most favorite fighters. Just because Ferguson was a most favorite fighter of mine, and Justin Gaethje hit him with things that, looked like it would injure, oh my gosh, an elephant. He hit him with some strong punches. And, I feel like I don't feel like opponent-wise he's scared. I feel like just more of he's been there already with Khabib. He's had his title shot. He got beat by Khabib. Justin Oliveira is a Brazilian black belt on the ground. Khabib was world's greatest wrestler. Now you got Justin. Now you got Oliveira, and he's just as great with brilliant striking as well. So I feel like he doesn't. And fight gets higher up, Justin Gaethje gets wild, and he'll just start throwing random combinations. Still they're dangerous, but they're random. So I feel like he will.
And look at this: the guy who thinks I have the smallest dick thinks Oliveira is going to win.
He's right on 2 occasions today. It's very rare that you're right 2 times in a row in a chat.
In the comments,
he's undefeated.
In the first 10 minutes, he's
I'm gonna go with Justin Gaethje here's why. Because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I think Justin has the better chin.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
but he did not get beat by Khabib by getting knocked out. He got beat by Khabib by being choked out.
Right. And tell me about that. Are we going to see Oliveira? So it's better to try to get a submission right off the bat when they're dry, when your dude's dry and when you're dry, right? So we might see Oliveira go for something quick.
I don't see Oliveira go for something quick, and this is the only reason why is because Justin Gaethje's probably betting on that, and the world probably thinks he can't stand up with Justin Gaethje. Oliveira is a fighter who loves to be in dangerous waters, prove people wrong. Hey, he can do it either way. If you watch that fight with Dustin Poirier, he stayed up for the first 3 rounds and they banged it out. It was vicious,
So do you want your dudes dry?
Oh, I like them real wet.
We can bang them out good.
Yeah. No, it would be, it's ideal, but even if you do it in the 3rd round, you're tired from punching. You're tired from standing up, having to fight. So it's less likely you'll be able to fight off a submission. You'll be more careless. Your chin will be up more. It's easier to get the neck. It'll be easier to get an arm bar because you're, trying to strike from the ground or push off. So I look to see him to do that in the 3rd round. I feel like Gaethje can go third or fourth round with this, but I would think that he would keep him off the ground, which people don't know about Justin Gaethje. He is a phenomenal wrestler. I think he went to college for wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a D1.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, a phenomenal wrestler, but no one really knows that because he leg kicks the shit out of people to death. And then, I mean, uses his overhands to, put people into a horrible situation. So this is the funnest match I think that the lightweight division has is these two. I mean, someone who like Oliveira, who's well-rounded, skilled in everything, not afraid. Justin Gaethje, not afraid, well-rounded, skilled in everything. Two of the most dangerous fighters in the UFC, I feel like, So I mean, this is the fight that I've been most excited for.
Who you got?
Oh, this is so hard to make decisions when you're in the sport. It's so hard to go. Oh, it could go this way or it could go that way. I would go.
No one's gonna hate you for a wrong call. No one's gonna hate you for a wrong call.
Go Oliveira.
You go all there. Okay.
Like he's the better champion right now.
Mr. Nunley, Mr. Justin.
Oliveira.
Wow. And I'm almost always wrong. So if you're watching this show, you should know that.
Certainly going with Oliveira then. Let's go ahead and
this is not what the show is about. The show is about ejaculate and wrestling in UFC 274. But I do want to show you this guy and get your guys' opinion on this guy since we're talking about this weight class. There's a good chance that the winner of the fight is going to have to fucking handle this fucking disaster.
Nope. That's a whole lot of nope right there for me.
A whole lot of nope.
Is this the best guy in the weight class?
That he hasn't been proven that he's not yet. I'll tell you that. Right. Great. I mean, he's a Khabib. He is the second Khabib. He grabs you. He's
big. He's big.
He is. And he's and he holds you and he does not let go. I mean, he is on top of you. He's like me after 3 weeks of edging. He is on top of you.
That dude's so ugly. He's been edging his whole life. He ain't
that guy's an edger for sure.
Hey, he ugly as homemade sin, like they say where I'm from.
He's definitely an edger. I don't think he's ever bleed. That's what he looks like. I mean, he is the most dangerous guy. Which that's why I say Oliveira wins, because I would love to see that matchup against him and Oliveira. Let's see how his Oliveira's. I mean, we already know that Justin Gaethje got beat by a Khabib, So I think that's just a reoccurrence. We just watched that fight twice if it's him and Justin Gaethje. But Oliveira, I mean, it's just. I mean, jiu-jitsu is no joke. Like, I fuck around with jiu-jitsu people, and I think, sometimes my wrestling can save me. Sometimes jiu-jitsu people are fucking the sneakiest bastards ever. Look at that win record. Look at that. I mean,
I saw that one loss. What is that one loss? What's the one loss?
Yeah, he walked into a punch.
Oh, and got knocked out.
146 into the first round.
You're crazy if you don't watch the Kayla Harrison fight tonight. Just so you know, everyone who's listening, I'm seeing this again. I'm fucking like, I'm starting to feel like I need to start. I feel like I'm edging right now just thinking about that fight. I just started edging.
I really would love Cyborg to go ahead and take that fight. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Cyborg's a little scared. I feel
they gotta all be scared. I think fucking she trained with what's her name? Who's the goat, the chick who had 2 belts in the UFC?
Amanda Nunes.
Amanda Nunes and her were training partners. I think Amanda knows. Someone should like creep into her fucking headspace and ask her, "Can you beat her?" Amanda knows the truth.
Yeah, and I mean, Amanda Nunes beat Cyborg, but I mean, I really feel like it was just off of. Amanda Nunes got man strength too. She's one of those other women who can fucking knock a grown man out just off a whim. She is strong. I mean, you ever seen her walking around in normal life? She has braids and she wears her caps backwards.
Sounds like my kind of woman.
Yeah,
my kind of woman, boy.
Fuck with a woman like that. She wears braids and wears caps backwards. She's beating somebody's ass. You know what I mean? And yeah, Kayla Harris is she's a different animal as well. And I mean, I like the respect that she gives other women into the sport. I mean, she knows she can beat the shit out of other women, and she's not cocky about it. She just tells them, hey,
tonight 6 p.m. ESPN2 PFL.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching it.
We're way off track here with this one. This is going to be just one man with a giant nose who wants to talk to two other men about noses. I'd like to take a moment here and take a small break in the show to talk about Greg Nelson's nose. I have no idea who Greg Nelson is, but I noticed this in Embedded too, and he's doing some. First of all, what is he doing with his hands with Rose, and how could I get that? If I entered combat sports, would I eventually end up with the nose he has here? Let me play this for you here.
Tonight is a blowout, so it's kind of forget the technique.
I think we're going to get another chance to see it one more time here.
Kind of movies or Japanese where they have those wooden dolls.
Oh yeah.
I would say it's a lot like that. Just trying to be able to block in any position. That I actually wanted one of those. Those seem like the coolest shit ever to have. I would.
Is that what they call sticky hands? Is that what he's doing?
Oh,
I heard that term, sticky hands.
I have only heard that term in one phrase, and it's not what he's doing.
Yeah, that's when I don't take a towel to bed with me before I do that.
Literally, yeah. I've only heard that in one sentence. But yeah, you see how she's moving his arms with her just her wrist. That's exactly what they do on that doll.
And what's up with that dude's nose? Is that just from fighting?
Yeah, that's probably been broke about 6 or 7 times.
We need to start a GoFundMe for plastic surgery for that guy.
He doesn't even have a tip on his nose anymore.
No, that's what's weird. There's some profile shots where this bump sticks out further than his tip.
Yeah.
It's like when you're being a dude and your belly sticks out past your tits. It's like, all right, time to get on the exercise bike.
Literally.
Yeah, when that happens, the only person you send the dick pics to is yourself, just so you can see it. You know what I'm saying?
I actually had a friend. I had a buddy like that.
Yo, tell us, Darian. Justin will throw out the case studies, and then you tell us the actual people.
I won't say his name, but he was 330 pounds, and he's only like 5'9". You know what I'm saying? And he came in, he worked out with me. I got him into some workouts. And he lost a tremendous amount of weight. I think he's like 240. And he said that in practice. We were talking about something. He's like, dude, what's great is when you can finally see your dick for the first time in fucking 2 years.
Wow.
Said, that is fucking hilarious. And I didn't think about it, but I looked at pictures and I'm like, yeah, this guy probably couldn't see his dick, not even laying on his back. You know what I mean? And that's fucking.
That's where you got to send yourself dick pics, man.
That's when like, I forget what it looks like. Is it look down there, So his wife.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying his wife, I guess, could have described it to him, but I mean, either way.
He had a wife? That dude had a wife?
Had a wife. He still has a wife. She actually liked him better fat.
Wow.
And she's nowhere near fat. You know what I mean?
Chubby chasers, man.
Pretty shaped, you know what I mean? And she just says, why are you getting so skinny? I liked you better with the belly.
Wow.
I've heard from some women, they get off faster when they have a belly. It hits the top part of their clit while they're right up.
Wow.
Dead ass.
Wow.
That's valid. I heard that from a woman herself.
Hey, when we get off here, can we stay around for a few more minutes so you can tell me where the clit is? Listen, I saw a video the other day, and it was a diagram, and this person was doing street interviews, and it was a diagram of a woman's anatomy, right? But it wasn't like a picture; it was like the inside of a woman. And they was asking different people, where is the G spot on a woman? Hell, let me tell you, after watching that video, women sure do talk a lot of shit for somebody who don't know where the hell it is themselves.
Oh. That's why they're so frustrated when they expect us to find it. They're like, well, shouldn't you know? No, we don't know.
Hell no.
No, we know how to get our job.
Help a brother out.
I'm telling you, hey, the G spot, that's the big foot of the female body. Good luck finding it.
Yeah, period.
Michael Chandler is going against Tony Ferguson, who's lost 3 in a row. It is as a Tony Ferguson fan, it is a little concerning. Like part of me kind of wishes he would retire. Like I don't want to, and his fights are fucking bloody wars.
Sure.
And he's, who do you think is going to win this fight between Chandler and Ferguson? And one more thing I'd like to throw out there is Chandler in the Embedded series says he just adopted his second kid. Now he loves his first kid, and you can see he's always with that kid in all the videos. But it sounds like he adopted another baby on April 19th. Congratulations to him. A kid named Ace. Do you think that that's a massive? I mean, I have to guess that's a massive distraction.
Massive. I mean, I feel like anyone who gets married before, you know what I mean, in that time, adopts a kid, has a kid. I mean, that's a lot of responsibility that you're taking on while preparing for a major event. I mean, I feel like that's a big distraction. I mean, unless you have one hell of a spouse that understands that, hey, I know we just had this kid or adopted this kid, but I'm going to dump them off to you right now, and I'm going to focus on what I got to focus on, and then I'll come back and build a relationship with that kid, which I mean,
I'm sure that's the plan, but it's got to be hard to execute.
Yeah, I mean, it really does, especially if he is as big-hearted as he is. He probably, it's probably hard for him to do. I feel like it's a great matchup though, because I mean, off 3 losses and Michael Chandler's off 2. You know what I mean? Like they both had great win streaks, and then they lost a couple. You know what I mean? So this is a great comeback fight for both of them. Both of them got the tar beat out of them by Justin Gaethje too. That was both of their last losses.
Right. I wonder if I have to guess that if El Kakui loses this, he's done.
Man, and I don't want to say that, but it might even be time for him to be done, even if he doesn't want to be.
Right. Right.
It's just he's been in the sport since 2006 or 2008 or something like that. I mean, for a very long time. This sport is not meant to live your life in. You know what I mean? It's to, like Conor McGregor, get this money, get famous quick, get these knockouts, and get out of the sport.
I'm listening to you, by the way. I'm just looking over here to see if I can confirm that that Charles Oliveira missed weight. Oh, UFC 274 weigh-in drama. Charles Oliveira misses weight on first attempt for Justin Gaethje title fight. Wow. Okay.
That's a half a pound. He'll make that.
Say that again.
That's a half a pound. He'll be able to make that.
So what's he get? He gets like a couple hours to go back. What happens there, Darian? Yeah,
you get weigh-ins start at 8, I think, and they end at 11. And you can step on the scale. If you don't make weight, I mean, you have till 11 a.m. to make sure you step on that scale at the correct weight. But that would be more concerning for Justin Gaethje, because if I'm right, they won't get to fight for the title if Oliveira misses weight.
Oh,
I mean, that's just.
How much stress does this put on Oliveira though, Darian? If now he's got to focus on going and cutting another half pound today instead of like getting himself right.
Yeah. And instead of getting right or getting rehydrated, you have to go backwards. And I mean, that just speaks volumes to like, how did the weight cut go? What went wrong in your weight cut that you're not? I mean, you knew you were fighting for a title and you knew you had to be on a certain weight. I mean, and this man's a professional. He has professionals around him that make sure that these things stack up right. So
hey, if he's on that 3-week edging program like you, I know a way he could drop half a pound quick.
Hey,
just go rub one out, baby.
Hey,
look at coming like a horse.
You have to use Rousey's method and get it in the day before. I don't know what to tell him.
Ezekiel 23:20. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys and whose emissions was like that of horses.
Hey. That's a big old digs, boy. That's a big old digs.
I'm telling you. And that's a 2-pound load right there. I mean, he can get it. He can get down there. How much did it say? Did he miss weight by the first time? Did it say?
Charles Oliveira looked surprised when his weight was read at 156 and then 155.5 while weighing in for UFC 274. Oh, so they switched it while they were weighing him? What do you have to weigh?
You have to weigh, if it's a title fight, you have to weigh 155 on the dot or less.
Okay, can you? I don't hear any sound when I play this. Do you guys hear any sound? This is playing.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's interesting.
Do better.
So this is from Twitter. He looks a little pissed.
Damn, Elon Musk buys Twitter. Now we have no sound. Good job.
Literally.
Good job, Elon, you jackass. Oh, okay. So he's getting naked. They're bringing out the. Hey, do you remember before I've never seen that thing before, but have you ever seen it like when the towel drops and shit? It's
Yeah.
what a shit show when they bring the towel out.
You know the best one I seen when the towel dropped?
With some girl.
Misha Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube somewhere? I'm going to find that.
I'm sure.
Oh my. Her body's insane. Okay, so he's got no underwear on, and for all we know, he dropped the load. Like we don't know what's going on.
Yeah. But does it say he ever made the weight?
Hey, if you get on the scale and lift up your cock and balls, does that make you lighter? Like if you lift it up with your right hand?
I think that's still you holding the weight on the same.
Right. Damn. Thank you. Good thing you're here, Darian.
Hey, if you've got that surrounding you, won't you just put 1 foot off the scale?
Yeah.
Right.
Take a half a pound off.
Yeah. I mean, they had and you know the reason they started using those is because Daniel Cormier used to weigh in for 205. And when they used the towel, he would press the edge of the towel to take off, I don't know what it was, maybe half a pound or a whole pound. I don't know. But he would press that every time. So they started using that so you couldn't touch it.
Dude, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, that's some shit. Okay, here the audio kicked in. Let's listen to the last 15 seconds and hear what he says. Wait, let's see. Here we go.
155 and a half for Charles Oliveira.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. So is that confirmed? So that's what he weighed in.
That's from Elon Musk's social media platform, Twitter. That's the best information we got.
It says he'll have an extra hour though to cut that weight.
Well, he doesn't look that lean, so he could probably get a half a pound out in an hour.
Yeah, I would feel that he could. But it's crazy. My coach is 6'2". I have this picture. I wish I could pull it up, but I can't. I don't know how to do Sevan's little miracle. Oh, he can whip it around here. But I have this picture of my coach. He's 6'2", 240 pounds maybe. He took a picture next to Charles Oliveira. They almost look damn near the same in size. You know what I mean? Like,
are we talking about dick size or like their body type?
I'm talking about from
everything.
Okay. Okay.
But no, like, and I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, I know my coach is so much more heavy than him, but just to see Oliveira's even shoulder width and everything is pretty crazy to be fighting at 155 pounds. They say that he's 5'9" and that Justin Gaethje is 5'8". I guarantee on everything that Charles Oliveira is not 5'9". I'm 5'11 and a half, and he was standing, if not eye to eye, a half inch taller than me.
Wow. Hey, I want to read you this. Switch subject here real quick. It says that also failing to make weight was featherweight up-and-comer Norma Dumont. That's a female. A visibly drained immortal, I think that must be her nickname, went into the box of shame but was unable to get any lower than 146.5 pounds. What is the box of shame? Is that like something that's like really hot that's there at the weigh-in? Like a sauna that they have there? What is the box of shame?
I'm thinking they mean that naked box that Charles Oliveira.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The box of shame.
Because you got to be naked in that motherfucker. So that's kind of a funny name for it. Wow, that's, man.
Do you remember that in college? Like you'd be up you'd be like coming home from someone's house at 5 a.m. You see some girl walking home. What was that? The walk of shame. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the walk of shame. I tell you what.
High heels in the hand, hair all fucked up.
Yeah. Wearing the blue dress with some discharge on it.
Yep.
A dollop of discharge.
Oh, that's what we call the Lewinsky. Hey, that's pretty wild. Have you ever went back and because we were all pretty young when that happened. Have you ever went back and read some of the testimony?
Hey,
like
Darian was still semen when that happened.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like Bill Clinton actually took a cigar and fucked her with it and then walked around the Oval Office with it in his mouth the rest of the day. That was in the testimony. Like that was some wild days.
No way that was in the testimony.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember reading that as a kid.
Who
Like
put the testimony? She did?
I don't know.
Hey, we're getting way off subject here, but how do you feel about that, dude? Like, part of me is like, so I have two feelings. She's a grown ass adult. He's a grown ass adult. Fuck it, shut the fuck up, mind your own business. On the other hand, I'm like, that's my fucking daughter, and I sent her to the White House on some fucking internship program. And
Bro,
this fucking I would never do. I don't even look at fucking girls who are under fucking 30. Like
even if it was my daughter, I'd be like, yeah, I've seen Hillary. We're good.
Oh,
I'll allow it.
All right. You're a man of compassion.
I think it was more on the lines of like, I mean, before Donald Trump, you'd think your president wouldn't do stuff. I guess before George Bush, you'd think your president wouldn't do crazy shit like that. I think that's more of what the shock and awe was. You know, this guy who's supposed to be a representation of, you know, a country would not be. I don't know, but yeah, like you said, look at Hillary. I mean, she looks.
Hey, no, but not even like Hillary now. Look at her back then. Hey, that was before she had like plastic surgery and stuff, dog. She busted.
And here's the thing: we're talking about like the fucking incredible absurdity of someone having to go 3 weeks without letting one fly. I mean, these are just men.
Listen, I want to put the disclaimer out there that I'm totally joking, and if I die, like I didn't do it myself. Okay.
Do what yourself?
Yeah,
He's talking about.
Oh.
It's all jokes.
We're just kidding.
Oh shit, Justin, someone's at the door.
We're just here. Yeah, no. I mean, it's a shit. Like you said, I was still seeming at that point in time in life. So I mean, I can't.
You were in the Navy?
Yeah, I was.
His dad's Navy.
I was a part of the edging back in that.
I like it.
I found this fascinating. Justin Gaethje says he doesn't do cheat meals in camp. And those are the types of little things that add to his confidence, because when he steps into the ring, he knows he's done all the work. Yeah. I mean, it's a fragile psychology getting in there, right?
It is. I mean, physical game, but I mean, literally 60 to 70% mental in there. I mean, I mean, you're going in there against an opponent who is supposed to take your head off no matter what. I mean, mentally, you have to be mentally strong. You can be physically strong all you want. I fought physical guys who are physically strong without a doubt, but their mental was nowhere to be found, and I've crushed them in less than a round. The mental aspect is the most important part, which that's crazy. That just shocked me. That just happened right now where Charles Oliveira missed weight, huh? That just shocked me I would not even expected that from him, especially being, you know, the type of guy he is, how much he prepares and how much he puts into this game. That's shocking to me.
He looked shocked.
Yeah. I mean, that's somebody, I'll tell you right now, that's somebody on his team that's effing up. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Really?
I mean, when you're at that level, you have people to tell you this is what you eat at this minute. Here, you can eat this at this minute. And then they should calculate how all that goes, and you should be at your perfect weight. So that's somebody on his team that they didn't do what they were supposed to do. You know, they put one too many carbs in that last meal he had or something. Because I mean, he should have came in there breezing right at 154.9.
Dude, that was one thing that I thought was so crazy when I was at the UFC Performance Center a couple weeks back when I was in Vegas. I was with Sam Alvey. He took us around and we shot some content and stuff. Dude, they've got that cafeteria over there is amazing. And all the fighters have their own, like, it's like down to like the calorie, the carb, the protein, and that their stuff's already bagged up, ready for them to eat.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, in your whole camp, that's how it goes. Even the UFC takes care of you like that. Like the UFC, once you're in fight camp, they send you meals. They give you a dietitian. You tell them everything you normally eat, what you wake up at, what you go to sleep at, and they build a whole meal plan around you. And they
even for you, a new dude to the game.
Even I was shocked when that happened. Yeah, even for me, they sent 27 meals every Friday to my door.
Wow.
And I was like, it was shocking. That was probably one of the best.
Justin weighed in, and he's already back to 165 though.
Already.
Bro, that's huge.
That's huge. 15 pounds. That's usually I'm usually a guy who does that as well. 15 to 20 pounds. I mean, before I step in the ring, I'm 20 pounds heavier than I was when I weighed in.
This is the 15th straight UFC arena sellout.
Damn.
Congratulations to the UFC. That's awesome. I'm so happy that they're doing well. Dana and those people over there for just how they stood so strong the last couple of years through this fucking shit show. I wish them always all the best. Is there anything else you guys would like to add? I really appreciate the hour you guys have given.
Hey, is
my
that true right
today.
there? Is that true what WOD Zombie said? That they'll strip the title?
I'm reading that the rules are if he doesn't make weight, he gets stripped of the title, and that Justin is the only one that can win it. Charles wins it if he stays vacant. Oh, if Charles wins, it stays vacant. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's opposite of what I thought it was going to be. That's crazy. So
hey, that makes more sense though, right?
Yeah. So he can't even win the title back if he wins. So
he'd probably be the number one contender, I would imagine.
But he's already stripped the title?
Yeah. No, well, I'm assuming he's going to get another chance to weigh in, right? Is he going to get another chance to weigh in?
Well, what
Who
time?
the fuck on the show is keeping track of this?
Is it 2 o'clock right now? Well, so was it like 12 o'clock over there?
12 p.m. in Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, that's dead. I don't think he will.
Wow, what a mess. Let me type in Charles Oliveira again here. See news. Same thing at the top there.
Yeah, just that's first attempt. He's probably weighing right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so willing to see what happened.
Yep, same thing here at the top. Oh, here we go. Let's check out the comments. In boxing, champs are stripped of the title if they don't make weight class for a title defense. I hope they employ that in the UFC. I bet Charles is wishing the guy no sympathy. I hope he loses. 25 minutes left. Come on, Chunky, do something. Oh, shit. So this person, if this person's accurate, it says he has 25 minutes left. And this was a post made 54 minutes ago. I think this came up 54 minutes ago. So, I wonder what that means. Well, either way, and new. Wow. Okay, maybe he did. Maybe he didn't make weight. Holy shit! What do you know, Wad Zombie? What did you see?
Yeah, tell us, please.
Hey, do you think the UFC, Sevan, you can read our comments? Oh yeah, I can read your comments. I'm going to let me just go over here really quick to the UFC before we log out and see what their Instagram says if they give us anything. I wonder if that's the kind of thing they promote or they're kind of ashamed of that and so they wouldn't.
I'm going to walk you boys downstairs with me, all right?
Yeah. As long as you're in training camp, we know nothing weird's going to happen. We'll go anywhere with you.
There you go. There you go.
Safe to be around Darian 3 weeks before training camp.
3 weeks before.
Darian,
Okay.
we need to get together and shoot some content sometime, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, whenever we can. Down to do. I watched a lot of your videos this week. I mean, I'm a fan. I got you, brother. What's up, my guy?
Did you see? Did you catch the one with Sam Alvey?
Look at hold on. Darian's some guy just dropped off a sack of weed at Darian's house.
Yeah. You like how I shook him up? Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute.
Where is the Sam Alvey one? Where is the Sam Alvey?
Go to my IG and I'll show it to you real quick.
Okay. And then we'll get out of here. I've taken enough of your guys's. Bam.
Yep, scroll down.
That booty hole one was hilarious. I'll tell you that right there.
I'm gonna stop on this one here real quick too.
Yeah.
Sorry,
dude. I took so much heat for this one, bro.
Oh, you are absolutely wrong this time, my friend. She does not need a bra. She needs you to not look at her coconuts, okay?
You know what I need right now?
A bra.
Oh, you are absolutely
Yeah, that
wrong this
was
time, my
hilarious.
friend. She does not need a bra. She
Hey, where did you get that? Did someone send you that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that chick is genius. Does she know? Like, is she serious or she just wants? She's.
Oh no, she's me and her mutuals on
Oh,
TikTok. And
okay.
she's
Instagram.
brilliant.
She's funny as hell.
She's brilliant. Okay, well, I
Yeah.
gotta see this one too now that we're fucking here. Oh,
Let's go, girls. Listen, did you know that 1 in 11 people here on Earth earn their money from tourism? Now you do.
Why the hell did I say here on Earth? Like people are somewhere else. I'm not talking about the International Space Station here. You know.
You know what's
Oh.
crazy? And these are all actual facts, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Giant
blew
gummy
my
worms
mind.
are a thing, I guess.
That was hilarious.
Would you get this for your kid?
No, but my wife would like one.
Excuse me?
Don't you like gummy bears?
Yeah.
Listen, did you know that 1 in 10 Americans think HTML is a sexually transmitted disease? Now you do.
Giant gummy worms are a thing.
And the
I
watermelon
guess.
one, the one where you made your head the
water-
watermelon,
right.
that was
Yeah, yeah.
hilarious.
We're getting close to it. Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
oh, right. Oh, here.
Yep. Right there.
Here we go.
What's up, guys? I'm at the UFC Training Center with Sam Alvey. Listen, did you know that Tito Ortiz's real name is Christopher Jacob Ortiz? Well, now you do. What's up, guys? I'm at the UFC Training Center.
That was
with
the.
Sam Alvey.
That's a great one. When
Listen,
they
did
use
you know
that,
Tito
when
Ortiz's
they
real
use that
name is
meme of
Christopher Jacob
Joe Rogan and
Ortiz?
them going
Well,
crazy
now you
for
do.
everything. That's one of the funniest things.
Hey,
I love
that
that.
hit you, huh? That hit
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So I told Sam, I said, listen, I want you to pull every punch. Do not hit me until the timing's right. Right. So we're going to run through this a couple times. Right. I said, and then when you feel like the timing is right, I don't know when it's coming. Jaw me up.
Do you have a mouthpiece in or anything?
No.
You get hurt at all? Chip a
No.
tooth?
No, I did. No, I got rug burn on my ankle. I'm such a pussy. Listen, I went down, and that was the only thing I was complaining about was that I scuffed my ankle up. I was like, my ankle hurts real bad, guys.
Well, we know you can take a punch then. All right.
I got a
pretty-
jaw.
that's-
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is now episode 1 of the greatest UFC prediction show in the history of the Earth. I think the Earth.
The
we
Earth,
decided.
yeah. I think he said.
Guys, thanks for checking in. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm pumped. Don't forget to watch Dylan Vowell tonight on Combat Cast. Don't forget to watch Kayla Harrison on the PFL. And then tomorrow, don't forget to watch UFC 274.